I love this sign because you know what? Only you can prevent burnout. I know there were so many times where I looked at my husband, I'm like, you're not doing enough. It's your fault. I'm so stressed. And, sometimes maybe it was, or sometimes maybe obviously it was my kids that were stressing me out because what they were doing. But then I realized, you know what? It's easier to change myself than it is. It's up to us to start learning those tools and practicing those tools so we can feel better in these challenging moments with our kids. Our kids learn from us. And, when we are short temper, snapping, feeling overwhelmed, always late, anxious or worried about what's going on in the future, guess what? Our kids are going to feel the same. And so one of the moments that really caught me, that made me realize I need to shift how I'm reacting in these challenging moments was we were driving somewhere and one of my kids had said something in response to what I had said, and I was getting ready to tell them this is not an appropriate way to react. And then I realized he was saying the same things that I have said to him many times. Because I don't want him to react this way to me, so I need to change how I'm reacting to him. The reason why I've worked with children and families around the world is my husband works in the Foreign Service, and we have lived in 6 different countries in the last 12 years on 3 different continents. Moving with 2 kids with autism has its challenges. But what I have found is when we move, if I am not stressed, if I'm feeling good, if I'm excited about this next place we're going to, my kids feel the same. They're looking at me to know if it's safe, to know how they should feel about this next change in their life. When we moved here to Canada 3 years ago, it was one of the best moves because I finally figured out when we got there, we came 2 weeks and we're like, it's an adventure, let's explore. And so we were just excited about it instead of feeling like, oh my God, where's our stuff and stressing out, right? We, obviously those were in the back of my mind, those issues, but we just didn't let them stop us from enjoying this new place. So it set a better tone for our lives here. And so, that's, as parents, we have the ability to set the tone for our kids. Now, I know if you're thinking, there's no way, even if I am, so joyful and so in the moment and so happy, my kid's not going to feel the same way. Maybe not, but at least you will feel a little bit better, okay? So I really feel like it's so important for us to start looking at how we are feeling in some of these and how we're reacting in some of these challenging situations. Should we be concerned with our self-care, with doing things to make us feel better so we're able to react in a better way? Because we deserve it. We, as parents of children with special needs, I feel like we have been thrown into this arena where some of us, I think most of us, have had to fight for our kids, right? And it's like we're stepping into a situation that we weren't all prepared for, right? When we had these kids. I know myself, I would, it's a whole thing raising this human being, right? And now raising this human being that has so many challenges and obstacles, it can be overwhelming, right? But most of us, we step into that role. We say, all right, let's, fight for our kids. Let's get the therapies. What can we do? What can we do? Going to your physician. And so, it's like the women in the World War II, the men went to war, the women stepped up and they did their part because they had to. And I feel like that's us right now, right? You have, depending on how old your kids are, you have had to step up and fight for them for a long time. And you know what? That can wear on you, being in war, being in battle. Time for you to start giving back to yourself as much as you have given to your children.